there's a lot of difficulty with the disorder, but we managed to lean into each other instead of pull away, which is hard for me because my inclination was to hide it and to pull away, and especially even still when I'm going through difficult times, to hide it, to not tell him. And so it's really strengthened our relationship on my end to come forward and be like, look, I'm really struggling with this thing, and then we can come together. And even so, before we were aware of the system, I had a very I was triggered. I had a PTSD episode where I just couldn't stop crying, and Jonathan sat with me for like 2 hours, just helping me to be grounded, because he had come to counseling with me several times because I got badly triggered, and learned some basic grounding exercises. And so he was helping me to be grounded and to just feel the emotions. And after that, I had my first cache of repressed memories, but they weren't bad memories. They were just memories of me as a child, which I didn't have.
Fun memories.
Yeah, fun memories. And so while there has been definite difficulties and just lots and lots of crying and pain, we've been able to see the beauty in it with fun memories, with like he said, new parts, and getting to know each other. And because we've used it to lean into each other, our relationship is actually a lot stronger, and it's been really good for our marriage, oddly enough.
And I realize not everybody is going to be the same. Like I feel like I was uniquely prepared for this, just because I'm an extrovert, and I like meeting new people. I like adventure. I like challenge, and so to me it was just a challenge, I just really enjoyed the process. It's not to say that there weren't times and aren't still times where it's hard, because it is, and it takes a lot of work and
constant work,
and that's part of the challenge.
Yeah.
But I realize that there will be people who are introverts, and there will be people who are watching this that aren't don't thrive on challenging situations. And so I realized that it may not come as easy for you as it did for me. But at the same time, when you're with your partner, it is very important to just be accepting of what's going on, to try to understand what's going on. And later, when you're by yourself, you can be like, what am I going to do? This is so crazy. I hate this. You can do any of that on your own. Talk to a counselor about what you're going through. Vent to them about how you feel and what's going on. But when you're with that other person, none of that can be around. When you're with that person, you need to just take a step back. Even if you're just quiet and just listening, you don't have to try to fix them. It's not your job to try to fix them and to try to make them better. You just need to listen. You need to be consistent. You need to try to listen to what they're really saying, what they're really struggling with, and try to be a safe place for them. And don't fight it. Just go with it. And then, like I said, when you're by yourself, if you're having a really hard time with it, then you can deal with it by yourself, or with a counselor or something like that. But don't express your frustration to your partner, because there's really nothing that they can do about it, and that's not going to be helpful.
Already really frustrated about it themselves.
Yeah.
But no, self-care I think is really important for anyone who is in a relationship with a system, because it is difficult. And if you're not taking care of yourself, it's going to be a lot harder for you to walk with them. Not try and fix them like Jonathan said, because that's not your job.
Right.
Your job isn't to fix them, get them better. That's what counseling is there for. Your job is just to not abandon them in it. It's very hard and lonely work, especially if it's not widely known that they're a system. They don't have anyone else maybe who knows that they're dealing with this. So
worst thing you can do is just say, I can't deal with this, or I'm okay with this one and this one, but I don't like that one.
Oh my gosh.
And even as a system yourself, the worst thing that you could do is fight against your alters.
Yeah,
one of
I
your
don't
alters.
like them. They're terrible or horrible or evil.
I mean, they're not evil. They're just hurt.
Yeah.
They're just scared. They're just something, and you just got to figure out what that is so that you can help them.
Yeah, and be there for them. So one final question. Okay, most important question right here. Who's your favorite?
I will not answer that. I have learned every time. I think.
He's smart, man.
Yeah, at one point, I don't remember who it was that asked me if they were my favorite, and Jenna said that all of a sudden she like just felt everybody kind of pushed to the front. It was like, who's he gonna say? So yeah, that's not gonna happen.
That's a trap.
That's not gonna happen. I don't have favorites. I like them all. I really do like them all.
Which I don't understand, because some of them, but like, yeah, he does.
But
some of them I have trouble liking.
Some of them I like better in different situations. Anthony's fun to go out on a date with. Lil is fun to play games with, and E is great for fashion and getting Jenna dressed up to the nines. But yeah, I mean, I don't have a general overall favorite, and nor will I.
That's true.
So.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me here in the YouTubes.
And if you have any questions, I'm open to answering any questions that y'all have.
And put them in the comments, and maybe I'll have him do like a solo vid.
Yeah, or I'll reply individually to comments or whatever. So.
All right. Well, bye.
Bye.
We'll start over. Hi, dog. You can be in the outtakes. You want to be in an outtake?
Go.
Say, lay down. Lay down.